Book 6 introduces a completely new set of main characters. I have to say, I don't like the fact they rebooted the series already. I like the original characters just fine. I don't want to see them get shoved into the background in favor of new characters that I don't know. Why can't the original 5 dragons have new adventures instead of being forced into early retirement as teachers?
Argofont Book Review, Argofont Book Review.
Our main character is 4-year-old Moonwatcher, a Nightwing with the ability to read minds and see the future. She is Marosir's secret daughter. She's lived in the rainforest her whole life, and somehow this information was never mentioned during all the rainforest and Marosir scenes in the last 3 books. Moon is going to a school run by the Dragonettes of Destiny. I bet starting a school was Starflight's idea. A lot of characters arrive at school, including Tsunami's brother, Turtle. It seems she has 32 brothers, but nobody bothered to mention them in Book 2. There's also Clay's younger siblings, the talkative Kinkajou, the nasty Carnelian, and Quibbly, who never stops thinking. The book does a good job of showing everyone's thoughts. It is a little jarring at first, because it's about twice as much text as normal. The book also does a good job with telepathic messages. An unknown telepath regularly talks to Moon. There's a pair of haughty Icewings named Winter and Icicle. Their aunt is the Icewing Queen. They hate Nightwings. Moon gets on their bad side right away by mistaking Winter's pet human for food. The unknown telepath helps save Moon from a nightmare. The telepath gives her basic training on how to use her psychic powers and shield her mind from outside thoughts. The telepath is shocked to hear what the current year is. Moon overhears someone using a dream visitor to talk to Queen Scarlet. Moon researches dream visitors at the library. Dream visitors were created by Darkstalker, the worst Nightwing of all time. He used his magic to make himself immortal, and was only defeated with a bracelet of eternal sleep. The unknown telepath says, "That's him! He's Darkstalker! He's woken up after 2,000 years. He can't move. He's trapped in some kind of stone." He's a little amused that he developed a reputation as the world's greatest supervillain. He's hoping Moon will set him free. Even though set an ancient all-knowing supervillain free is a terrible idea under any circumstances. Freeing Darkstalker won't be that easy. He has no idea where he is now. He's preserved his sanity by keeping his power in a special vessel. It's a magic scroll. Whatever you write on the scroll comes true. Darkstalker warns the scroll is too dangerous if it falls into the wrong claws. Moon has a vision of a fiery explosion inside the History Cave. She panics and begs the others not to go inside. This saves their lives when a bomb goes off moments later. Instead of the entire class dying, only 2 dragons die. Winter demands to know how Moon knew about the explosion ahead of time. I thought this scene was slightly weird. Winter forces Moon to give a confession, but he walks away right before the confession. So Winter never hears the confession that he forced out of Moon. As a result, Winter's the only roommate who doesn't know Moon has psychic powers. Moon purposely listens to the dream visitor conversation that night. Queen Scarlet is furious that her intended targets are still alive. She threatens to kill a hostage if the deaths don't happen the next day. This would be a great opportunity for Moon to tell one of the teachers. Instead, she teams up with Quibbly to find the culprit by reading dragons' minds, which isn't the best plan because it won't work unless the culprit's thinking about their crimes at this exact moment. The investigation reveals a limit to mind reading. Anyone wearing jewelry made from a comet is immune to mind readers. Icicle is almost hurt by a falling rock. She claims she must be the murderer's target. She realizes the culprit must be Sora, the only dragon who knew she was going to class early that day. Moon and Sora's siblings talk to Sora. She confesses, yes, she tried to kill Icicle with a bomb, because Icicle killed her brother during the war. They let Sora go free, and the book quickly goes from Icicle as the victim to Icicle as the culprit. Queen Scarlet is using Icicle's brother as a hostage to force Icicle to kill the Dragonets of Destiny. There's a big confrontation in the library where Icicle tries to kill Starflight, Winter tries to convince Icicle to stop, Icicle attacks Quibbly, and escapes in the chaos. Moon gives each of her friends a comet bracelet so she can't read their minds anymore. They set off on a grand quest to stop Icicle. There are 2 dramatic cliffhangers. One, Moon gives a prophecy, which says they must find the lost city of Night to prevent disaster. 2, Queen Scarlet's unknown Nightwing partner has Darkstalker Scroll. The end. Post-book follow-up. I wasn't thrilled about having a new main character, but Moon is actually pretty good. I especially liked her interactions with Darkstalker, and her emotions are understandable. Plus, it's neat to have a psychic main character. I hope there's another book about Moon in this series, but I doubt it, since the 5 Dragonets of Destiny only got 1 book each. No way is Moon going to get more books than Glory. I guess it's a running problem for the series, but it's hard to remember all the characters. Especially in this book, which adds 10 new characters. I couldn't remember the difference between the 2 Icewings, or the names of Clay's family members. I did remember Carnelian, which was a waste because Carnelian is unceremoniously killed. Overall, it's a good start to a new series, although it still has the problem that you have to read it a few times to understand everything. The artwork is good. I wish they gave the book a different name to make it obvious this is the start of the new series and not a continuation of the previous one. I give Wings of Fire graphic novel number 6, Moon Rising, an 8 out of 10.